I don't care what time it is. How many seconds I've been in the video. I'm starting. Let's just get into it. So, now let's just move on to the Buzzwole full-on fight. Christian says, Lucario, let's go! Use power-up punch! One quick punch blitzes, but Buzzwole dodges and punches Lucario with a dynamic punch. Christian catches Lucario and says, Lucario, go! Another one! When Lucario goes this time, he moves to the left and punches Buzzwole, but doesn't do a lot. He goes, there we go. Then Buzzwole would punch him back again. Christian would say, Aura Sphere! It would shoot it right down and hitting him. He says, if we go Mega right now, it's going to be harder to fight, because Mega takes away some of his speed. I'm kidding, it doesn't do that. He says, respond to my Heart Keystone, Beyond Evolution, Mega Evolve! And then it Mega Evolves, going into Mega Lucario. Christian blitzes, Lucario blitzes Buzzwole and punches it right in the stomach with a power-up punch. Christian says, beat the crap out of! That's a move that I made up. It's called beat the crap out of someone. He goes, doing a flurry of punches. Going, then punching Buzzwole forward. Christian says, that's how we do it. Christian says, Buzzwole says, swole. Christian says, swole. They have a pulling battle until Christian says, now! Lucario would jab the Buzzwole right in the stomach with a bone rush, going, knocking him straight out. He goes, ah-ha-ha-ha. Then they catch it, put it in the Pokemon, release it. I'm skipping this next episode since Ash has nothing to do with it. Nor does anyone in the Pokemon school. Now here's a good one. Christian would be training. Well, actually, when they're home, Christian and Ash would be watching TV. They'd be watching the Mastroia's battle. While the two Littens are just we're rearing at the TV, going rare. They're like, then Burnett would arrive, and they're talking about how they're watching it. And Christian was like, about to shoot a blue fire ember, because remember this. Alright, I'm gonna change the design. This fallen Litten is like blue instead. It's about to shoot a blue fireball. Christian says, no, you're gonna destroy the TV. Christian jumps in and puts his hand in front. He goes, ah! He says, some ice cold water, please. Vaporeon would pop out of his Pokeball and use a Hydro Pump. He goes, thank you, Vaporeon, and pets it on the head. He says, it's okay, Litten. You were angry, because you don't really like that Incineroar. Christian says, that oddly looks like Kukui. He goes, what do you mean? Christian says, look at his chin. He has the same beard as Kukui. Quiet, get out, shut up. Let's get back into it. So, they'd go to a match tomorrow. Hello?
I don't trust you.
Oh.
Wait, did you get that link? Oh, you said you're gonna do it with her? What, Christian?
You're talking loud.
I'm sorry. I'm loud.
Now, back to it.
What do you want to eat?
Oh. Mom.
Put it on pause for a sec.
I can't pause the stream.
What do you want to eat?
I want. Now, back to the video. When they'd head to the Mask Royal match thingy, and they'd go down. Basically, the two Littens would jump out at him, going, "Ring!" Christian says, "Oh, no, you don't, Litten." And he's about to grab it, but then it misses, going, "Dang it! I could have grabbed it." They both jump in, going, "Ah!" Ash and Christian run up, saying, "Sorry." He says, "Litten, get back here." Christian says, "Don't make me get the squirt bottle." No, I'm kidding. I got it on.
Yeah? You want a chicken patty?
Mom! Leave me alone. So, they just joined the battle with Kiawe. Christian says, "No!" People are actually starting to question why that Litten is blue instead of red. So basically, when it starts, Christian says, "Ember!" And a blue fire ember, people are shocked, hits Incineroar and actually burns him a little bit. Christian says, "Ember barrage!" A barrage of embers comes and hits Incineroar, but they don't do a lot. Ash's Litten would go in for a scratch, but Incineroar would easily just block it off. Christian would say, "Scratch!" And would try and scratch, but get sent away. Kiawe would say, "Boomerang!" Throwing it at it, doing nothing. The three of them rush in. Christian says, "Fire Fang!" A blue Fire Fang comes in, biting down on him, going, dragging its feet around while biting it, going, Then he'd say, "Use Throat Chop!" Knocking back Ashes. Christian would say, "Now Flame Burst!" I guess. Fire Blast! Okay, no. He'd say, "Now Ember!" He'd go, "Nah!" He says, "Now Scratch!" And once the Ember explodes, he comes out of nowhere, but then gets throat chopped, instantly starts flying. He says, "Dang it." Then Ash would go on a training montage while Christian is at 10 Carrot Hill training. He goes, going, But then something happens at Ether Paradise. This isn't part of the story, by the way. Well, it is part of my Ultra Wormhole open next to Christian, and a Pokeball flies out. It's a Premier Ball. He says, "What the?" And tosses it up, going, Pooh. Out of nowhere, a type Null is in the Pokeball, going, He goes, "A type Null?" Christian says, "Oh wait, a Silvally?" The Silvally would rush at it and going, He would say, "No you don't," and block it, going, blocking it, going, "Stop it, Silvally! It's okay!" Okay, Silvally, one of the Silvallis were actually watching them beat Faba. And then he recognizes him and stops attacking. He actually starts to be nice. He goes, "That's a good Silvally," and starts patting it on the head, saying, "Good." He says, "Do you want to join our team?" He goes, Silvally with a look just does one of a Pokemon look that means yes. And that's Christian's 6th party member, a Silvally. But the mask hasn't broken yet. They start to train for a long time. I'm just going to say that it's a 2 weeks, and Christian already contacted Kakui saying that he'll be training for 2 weeks out of school. After lots and lots of training, out of nowhere, when Silvally and Litten go for attacks, Christian says, "Flame Charge!" A non-simmering charge would rush. Silvally would go. Christian would say, "Double hit, Silvally!" They'd both clash, with Litten going, with a blue fiery aura. It evolves into fallen Torracat, going, He says, nice, a Torracat. Christian says, now, Inferno Overdrive. He says, Silvally, use Crush Claw. Silvally would try and cut it, but then would be hit by it. Christian would rush over and give Silvally, well, you can't really feed a Silvally, and heals up Silvally. He says, good. And after a week, Silvally would... Christian says, not Torracats evolve. He says, everyone, let's try and get Silvally's mask off. He throws everyone out. Torracat comes out. Lycanroc comes out. Lucario comes out. Dragonite comes out. Vaporeon comes out. And they all go in. Christian says, Dragonclaw, you? He says, next, Vaporeon, Skull to try and cut through the mask with extreme water pressure. Lucario, Bone Rush to try and break it off. Torracat, Flame Charge and maybe melt it off. And they'd all try their best to crush the mask. With a couple of cracks in it, he says, alright, that's good enough for today. Person says, when Silvally calms down, and then the mask gets weakened, because it's calmed down, person says, psych! Lucario Bone Rush! Lucario would smash through the mask going, ah! He goes, yeah, we did it, Silvally! We did it, Lucario! We did it, everyone! And they'd all go in for a group hug going, yeah! Christian goes, ole, ole, ole. I'm kidding. He goes, we did it! So after a while, if I could name levels, I would. So he's really strong. When Christian returns, he walks in the classroom and says, Ash, I want to have a battle. He goes, okay. Ash would throw out his Lycanroc going, rock. He says, oh, well, this is a rematch if I've ever seen one. He goes, what do you mean? He says, Silvally. Lily goes, huh? A Silvally? He goes, Arr. He says, its mask is off. He says, did you steal Gladiolent? Or he says, why would you assume? I didn't steal it. It fell through an ultra wormhole into my hands. He goes, let's go, everyone. When it starts, Christian would say, Silvally, Crush Claw. Silvally would instantly go for a Crush Claw, hitting Lycanroc, hitting it flying, scratching and going back. He says, Ash would say, Lycanroc, use Rock Throw. Lycanroc would go for a Rock Throw. Christian says, Air Slash. With an Air Slash, the two rocks clash, going. Ash would say, Lycanroc, Rock Throw. Christian says, Protect. It would protect itself, actually blocking it. He says, now, Fire Style, Fireball shoots it. I'm kidding. He wouldn't say that. Christian would say, now, Crush Claw, slashing down on Lycanroc, sending it flying back. Then Ash would say, but then Lycanroc would go into his red-eyed form, going, Rrr! Christian says, so, it still hasn't gotten control, huh? Christian says, Silvally, accept this fighting memory and become the fighting beast that lights up the world. And throws the disc in, going, I don't know how the noise makes. He goes, Rrr! Christian says, multi-attack! He goes, Rrr! Rrr! One attack knocks Lycanroc straight out. Goes, Rrr! He says, then he takes out the disc and puts it right back in. And says, good. Ash said, okay, and I want you guys to see my team. Christian pulls out all his Pokeballs and says, come on out. They see a fallen Torracat. They see the Torracat and Ash says, oh, my Lightning evolved too. Christian says, nice. And they see his entire team again. He says, well, gang, well, guys, that's actually it for this episode because I need